Hey Moira, this is your brother. So what you're looking at, Moira, is the screen of a Dell laptop computer that I bought last year, the end of December last year. I paid $359 for it at Micro Center. I bought it sometime around the end of December. Yeah, might have bought it on New Year's Eve. I'm not sure. That's what the date on the receipt says. December 31st, 2025. Now, there was a break-in into 10 Fairview Street on or about February 2025. That's when the poison was left out for the cats, my guitars were damaged, and some other crimes were committed in the house. Oh, my suits were damaged such that I couldn't get work as a paralegal. Now I was trying to set up this computer. I tethered it to my Samsung smartphone, and I had purchased an online software account with Microsoft. But here's the problem. You see this? See this past summer, while leaving messages with the state police about Dad's homicide, or at least what I believe to be Dad's homicide, and the state police blew me off because the Massachusetts State Police apparently don't want to do their sworn duty. Massachusetts State Police informed me that they don't respond to what they called attended deaths in hospitals. So they didn't tell me what kind of procedure to pursue to try and make it so the Massachusetts State Police could respond to it, which I found difficult. That seemed to be a dereliction of the state police's duty. If they're going to tell me they don't respond to deaths that occur in hospitals, attended deaths, because they didn't tell me it was in a hospital, but they just said attended death, and I inferred that was a death in a hospital. The kind female state police detective at the Middlesex County DA's office, she wasn't interested in doing her sworn duty because she did not inform me the correct police organization to call. She just said, we know to respond to attended deaths. She didn't tell me who to call. She didn't tell me what police agency to call to try and get what I believe to be a homicide investigated. Anyways, this was the reason I bring this up is, and mention it with respect to this computer screen is this. I left a lot of voicemails with the Massachusetts State Police this past summer of 2025. And that was probably about 5 months after I purchased this computer and the online account for the software with Microsoft. And I was leaving a lot of long voicemail messages with the Massachusetts State Police, the Middlesex County DA's office homicide unit regarding Dad's homicide, or at least what I believe to be Dad's homicide. I think what can be proven at this point is manslaughter against you and Mom. Because he was neglected before he went back into the hospital system. Last summer, I was concentrating on intentional homicide, but now I've decided that manslaughter would be acceptable. While I was leaving voicemails for the state police, at one point, I was on speakerphone. In other words, I was leaving voicemails on a recorded line at the Massachusetts State Police on a voicemail system. But all of a sudden, in the background, I was on speakerphone. And my phone had been hanging up at random times. The voicemail length at the Massachusetts State Police was a specific time, and my phone was hanging up early on me. But instead of hanging up early on me one time, the phone went to speakerphone, and I heard a foreign language in the background, which could have been Greek. And I came to the very quick conclusion that my smartphone, 617-435-7992, had been cloned. That someone else was listening to my phone calls and making phone calls and doing things on the internet from a cloned Samsung smartphone, Galaxy smartphone, with the number 617-435-7992. And now I find that someone else has created a Microsoft account with an Outlook address. See, that's my phone number, 617-435-7992. And Microsoft is telling me, as a result of me tethering this computer to this smartphone, that there's that 617-435-7992 is associated with a username that's an Outlook email address. That's an email address I have never seen before. Now, I may have created a prior email address at Outlook. I may have done that. But I've never created an online email address that begins with the letters UN. So this little screen right here demonstrates beyond any doubt that my smartphone has been cloned and that someone is out there, again, trying to frame me for crimes. And if, in fact, this is the Greek mob, well, hey, we've got the prior example of Jeffrey N. Berman, the so-called Green Line Groper, who is almost certainly not the Green Line Groper. The Green Line Groper is almost certainly the Greek mobster who fits the